Hello everyone and welcome back to the Manly Focus channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that sparked curiosity, debate, and even a little controversy. We're going to unravel the mystery of what kind of men modern women love. Specifically, we're talking about two archetypal figures that seem to consistently capture women's attention, the bad boy and the pretty boy. So, let's delve in and uncover the intriguing dynamics that underpin these attractions. Have you ever found yourself pondering why some men seem to be more attractive to women than others? Are there particular attributes that consistently stand out? Are there preferred types that draw more attention than others? These are common questions when one looks at the intricate dynamics of attraction and relationships. In this discussion, we will delve into the two very specific types of men that women universally love. This is not a new phenomenon, it is a pattern that's been playing out across different races, cultures, and periods of time. So, let's get started. First on our list is the quintessential bad boy. Across cultures and societies, women seem to be irresistibly drawn to this archetype. The bad boy stands for rebellion, for resistance against authority, be it the woman's father or other men in her life. He is not the polite, respectful, and kind gentleman that a father would ideally want for his daughter. He is, instead, the man who entices her with his audaciousness and treats her exactly the way she secretly desires. The psychological explanations behind this attraction could be many, but at its core is the thrill of rebellion and risk-taking. And here's the catch, women's attraction to the bad boy doesn't necessarily wane with age. You might hear phrases like, "I went through my bad guy phase," but in truth, the charm of the bad boy never really fades. Not everyone, however, can embody the bad boy persona, as it requires a certain disregard for rules and societal norms. Some are too comfortable within their defined boundaries and prefer to lead a risk-free life. This is not a judgment but merely an observation of the inherent diversity among men. The second type of man that women are deeply attracted to, albeit less openly, is the pretty boy. This term doesn't necessarily imply delicate features but rather refers to a man with aesthetic appeal, someone with the right angles, cheekbones, and overall attractive features. Unlike the bad boy, the pretty boy is often a controversial figure. While women may be drawn to him, admitting this attraction isn't always socially acceptable. Men, in particular, might have issues with the pretty boy, who's been gifted with good looks and often enjoys a life of popularity because of it. The pretty boy might be labeled as just a face, with no character or personality. But despite these assumptions, he captures the attention of women just as effectively as the bad boy does. Whether we look at real-life scenarios or tropes in teenage movies, the bad boy and the pretty boy remain central figures in women's attractions. From schoolyards to Hollywood scripts, these two archetypes vie for the attention of the prettiest girl, often leaving other men feeling invisible. This depiction might seem overly dramatic, but it highlights some universal truths about human behavior and attraction. While the rest of the male population encompasses a wide range of wonderful qualities and characteristics, the allure of the bad boy and the pretty boy seems to be hardwired in the complex dynamics of attraction. In conclusion, the two archetypes that women are consistently drawn to are the rebellious bad boy and the aesthetically pleasing pretty boy. This doesn't mean that every man needs to fit into these categories, but understanding these dynamics can offer valuable insight into the complex world of relationships and attraction. Though these dynamics are common, they aren't always publicly acknowledged. The bad boy and the pretty boy archetypes represent two polar ends of the spectrum, and their appeal to women can create a sense of tension among other men. While the bad boy is recognized for his rebellious and risk-taking nature, men are often more hesitant to acknowledge the appeal of the pretty boy. This hesitancy often stems from societal expectations and standards that encourage competition and challenge the notion of attractiveness being tied to physical appearance. Interestingly, this tension can also be seen among women. While they might openly admit to their attraction towards the bad boy, declaring their interest in the pretty boy might be perceived as superficial and therefore less socially acceptable. This often results in a discreet admiration, adding another layer of complexity to these dynamics. Despite the tension and controversy surrounding these two archetypes, it's important to note that women's attraction towards these types is not absolute. The appeal of the bad boy and the pretty boy doesn't diminish the attractiveness of other traits like kindness, humor, intelligence, and emotional availability. If anything, these qualities can often serve to enhance the appeal of both the bad boy and the pretty boy, creating a more multidimensional and compelling character. While the allure of the bad boy and the pretty boy remains fairly constant, the world of attraction and relationships is always evolving. Societal norms, cultural values, and individual preferences continually shape and reshape our definitions of attractiveness. As such, it's important not to view these archetypes as rigid or absolute, but rather as fluid and adaptable. So, whether you identify more with the bad boy or the pretty boy, remember that these archetypes represent only two facets of a diverse spectrum. Your unique combination of characteristics and attributes holds its own appeal. After all, there is no one-size-fits-all when it comes to attraction, and the beauty of human relationships lies in this very diversity. In the end, it's about understanding these dynamics, adapting to the changing landscape, and most importantly, being true to oneself. Recognize the power and appeal of your authentic self, and you'll find that you hold your own magnetic pull, irrespective of archetypes and societal norms. And that brings us to the end of our discussion on the two types of men modern women love. Remember, whether you identify as a bad boy, a pretty boy, or you don't align with either, your unique characteristics and attributes hold their own appeal. It's all about understanding these dynamics, embracing your authenticity, and recognizing the power of your individuality. Before we sign off, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with the archetypes we discussed? Have you had experiences that affirm or contradict these ideas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love engaging with your insights and stories. If you found this video valuable, please give it a like and share it with your friends. It helps us reach more people and create a larger, more enriched community. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring the bell to stay updated with our future content. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Stay focused.